guys, I'm here with Abby Anderson, who has, I believe this is your first CMC, right?
Very first one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what are you expecting from this experience?
Man, I expect things for myself more than
Yeah.
like the people here, because the people are amazing.
Well,
yeah, it's so fun already.
I tell you, like, Aussie country music fans are like the biggest fans in the world.
Yeah.
Even if there's an artist that comes over that they've never heard of, they'll download their album and learn every single song.
That's amazing.
So you don't need to worry about that. But I want to get stuck into it a little quick. So you had a really big year, right?
Yeah.
You had your album come out. You got married.
Yeah.
So
it's like wham bam. So.
How are you processing everything? And now you're in Australia.
I don't think I am. I don't think I've realized like I'm in Australia yet.
Yeah.
But no, it's been awesome. Like everything feels peaceful and yeah, it's busy, but it's fun.
In terms of like
really
the
fun.
album release, like, you know, everyone, you hear people say overnight success, and we all know there's so
I'm definitely
many
not
years.
that.
Right, there's a decade or 2 decades behind that. What was that process like for you to now releasing the album?
Man, I had to learn a lot of lessons over again.
Yeah.
And I had to get back to like that 17-year-old girl who didn't care.
Yeah.
When I moved to town, you know, and she just made the music she wanted to make. And I think a couple years into Nashville, you know, I got a record deal and I started thinking I needed to sound like everybody else and try to look like everybody else, and that's a lie. And so I learned that lesson, and then I feel like, you know, I got back to being 17 again, which was nice.
And that's really good advice, I think, to give to people that are up and coming or wanting to get into entertainment or anything like that. The best advice my acting coach ever gave to me was, there are a million girls out there trying to be the next Scarlett Johansson, the next Angelina Jolie. Figure out how to be the best Mary O'Neill and keep adding to your skills and keep giving back along the way as well, but be the best version of yourself with the craft that you have that you can be.
Totally.
So that's really cool that you learned that.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah. So I understand that you're from Texas.
Yes.
I've actually, so I hear a lot that Australians and Texans are very similar, and I think that's
do Australians like Texas?
Yeah. And
okay.
I think it's like the banter, the freedom, like all that
the
stuff.
Loudness, the rowdiness,
the love of, spicy jalapeno margaritas, mimosas, all that good stuff. So, but I've got some similarities that I've looked up. Okay, so Texas has a population of roughly 26 million. Australia has 23 million.
All of Australia?
Yeah.
Dang. That feels like really spread out, because this is a huge continent.
Well, we're actually almost the same size as America.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, so
there's one. Crazy.
Citizens of both places are mostly concentrated in 6 cities, which themselves are nearly identical populations.
Wow.
Which is, again, kind of wild.
Very cool.
Geographically, Texans and Australians are both largely covered in plains and desert.
Yep.
The best looking women in the world are from Texas and Australia.
Hell yeah.
The best country music acts in the world come from Texas and Australia.
I think so.
And Texans and Australians have a thing for Georgia man.
Also true. Yeah, I didn't know your husband's from Georgia. My husband's from Georgia.
He's behind the camera right now. Yeah, so how did you and your husband meet?
So we got set up by my sister.
Aww.
And I was on tour at the time. And I was in Georgia, and she texted me a picture of him and was like, "You want to go out on a date with this guy? He wants to take you out." And I'm like, "Hell yeah." So he just picked me up from my hotel and took me to ice cream, and that was it.
Where ice cream?
Jenny's.
I love Jenny's.
It's good. So Jenny's kind of our spot. But
I love that.
I'm very glad I have him.
He's
awesome. A good one.
Okay, and so I wanted to ask you a little bit about, I'll do this last question, then I'll do this on the phone. Okay, this is like a heavier question, but what do you want to be remembered for?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is my heart.
Aww.
Yeah, I want to be remembered for, like, hopefully I make people feel good. And so I hope, like, when I go, I've had my time here on earth, I gotta make music. I hope people remember how special they felt when they were with me.
Oh, that's nice. So that's humble too. You know,
Thank
a lot of people would say, I hope they remember blah, 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 blah about my career. So, yeah that's really
No,
cool.
I don't really care about that stuff anymore. This is fun. I love music. It's a blessing I get to do it. But at the end of the day,
It's about the relationships and the people that you meet. And one of the things, I hate to say the P word, but the last couple of years, I think, especially like, we saw what it was like in Nashville and how hard it was to keep music going and all of that. But I think that the country music community really rallied together. But just people around the world in general, and what it really just showed was what's important and the things that we were prioritizing prior to that, and I think it definitely humbled me and brought me back down to reality and made me put into perspective, what needed to be put forward.
Yeah.
Is that the same with
agree.
you? Yeah. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, I have one last question. So this is, do you know what the NWTF is?
No.
National Wild Turkey Federation in the US.
I didn't know there was one.
So
that makes so much sense.
And I've just from social media, I can see you're an outdoors woman. You like to fish and wake.
My husband likes to fish, and he don't like taking me because I can't shut up.
Yeah.
But I'll go fish with him.
The fish can hear
I like
you.
being outside. The fish can hear me. I scare him away.
All right. Well, Abby Anderson is the first of the interviews for this week at CMC Rocks. I can't wait to watch you on stage and see you absolutely kick it. Maybe when we're back in Nashville, we can grab one of those jalapeno margaritas.
Yeah. Heck yeah.